Mm. Hi, you're so welcome. So this is a really beautiful practice. It's 31 minutes of breath of fire. And I'm presuming if you're doing a 31 minutes breath of fire that you've already done the 11 minutes and the 22 minutes of breath of fire videos that I have. 31 minutes of breath of fire, it's almost like an initiation. Once you've done it, there's no going back. It's a really beautiful practice. It certainly has made a huge difference in my life. I've done it for long periods of time and really benefited from the effect. And it's very deep. So it has a very powerful effect on energizing the energy in the body. And if you're stuck in a funk or you've got stagnant energy, then this is a great practice to enliven the energy and lift it. In the practice, we'll have 3 mudras. So you have thumb and index finger together in Gyan mudra. So we'll have our hands down for 3 minutes. And here you'll be focusing your attention at the navel. Then the second mudra, the hands are out, palms open for 3 minutes. And here your focus is at your heart center. And then the third mudra, hands together, thumbs at the sternum. And here your focus will be at your third eye. Some of the benefits of breath of fire: a deep rejuvenative effect and healing effect, releases toxins and deposits from the lungs, strengthens the nervous system to resist stress, expands the lung capacity and increases vital strength, increases physical endurance. It decreases the addictive impulse for drugs, drink, smoking, and bad foods, and increases oxygen delivery to the brain, so facilitating a focused, intelligent, and neutral state of mind. And in our life, we don't want to be going around in a stagnant state, because when our energy is in that state, then we tend to operate more from survival instincts. And so we're working from deep unconscious patterns of behaving. And what we want is to have a more enlivened state where we're able to be present and we're able to engage with life, and we're more aware of the impact that we're making with our decisions. There's a sense of ease in our lives. And we all are familiar with those times where there is that sense of ease, where you're focused. It doesn't mean there aren't challenges, but you have this ability to navigate life with a level of smoothness. And then there's other times when everything just seems to be a bit hard, and where it's almost like it's just everything's a little bit more difficult. And so this kind of practice is very powerful for really lifting us out of that and bringing us into more coherence. And coherence is just where everything's working together. We're not working against ourselves. It's like everything's firing together. It's almost like when you see a flock of birds and they're all flying every which way, they've gotten scattered, as opposed to you see a flock of birds and they're in those beautiful synchronicity of movements. And that's what we want to create in ourselves: a coherence, a balance, where we're then moving in that fluid way. So we can't change the external events in our lives. We can't change what's coming at us. But when we're coherent, when we're present, when we're energizing the energy, when we're focused, then we're able to navigate our challenges with just that little bit more of the intelligence of our body being on stream and working less from unconscious and reactive ways of being. So a beautiful practice, and take breaks throughout. So don't feel like you have to muscle through it, right? Especially this one with the arms are out for 3 minutes. And what I'd encourage you to do is remember, if you trust, the endorphins release and they support you to lift. Whereas if you're pushing and pushing and pushing, it's much harder. You're kind of fighting with trying to keep your arms up. And so enter with that sense of trust and that sense of you're just going to give it a go. If you find you need to take a break from the breath of fire, come back to long, deep breaths. I find myself, sometimes I get short on inhales, and so I have to come back to long, deep breaths. And that's Perfect. There's no problem. I'll guide us the whole way through. So let's do a little bit on breath of fire. Okay. So breath of fire is like a Bhastrika breath, but it's a powerful exhale, but we help the inhale a little bit. So if you put your hand on your belly and through your nose, exhale and draw the belly in. The inhale is not totally passive, you're helping it. But because it's a long practice, and with breath of fire is a great practice that we can put into poses in a class and do throughout a class, because it's not so much down low, right? It's more at the navel and just above near the solar plexus, but it's a subtle pulsing. So it's like a pendulum. So that's how we can do it for so long. Sometimes in cleansing practices, we do very big exhales, and that's not what we're doing here. It's like a gentle pulsing. Right? And absolutely find your pace, right? So I know for me, it's hard when I can hear someone else's breathing, I try to match them, but definitely see if the pace I'm doing is too fast or not fast enough, that you find your own pace. Okay, well, enjoy, and let's have this wonderful experience together. And this is a fantastic practice to do whenever you feel in a funk. It's also a great practice to take on to do for a period of time. I took it on to do for 40 days, and I loved it so much. I kept going, and I only stopped because I had to, because I was doing a course and I didn't have the time to do the 31 minutes every day. But it's one of those practices, certainly in my life and in many people's lives, that really does have a powerful impact as it reverberates through your day, because you're changing as a result of the practice. Okay, so really hoping my phone is charging. I'm really hoping that it won't let us down. So eyes closed, hands in Gyan Mudra, and start breath of fire. Your attention is focused at the navel point. As we practice, I really encourage you to rein in your mind. So 31 minutes, a long time, but I want you to really focus your attention on each of the energy centers as I guide you, so that this pranic energy that you're cultivating, that you're enlivening in your body, is not being dissipated and heading off with your thoughts and your mind. Now keep going. Bring the arms out to the side, palms up. And attention at the heart center. Keep directing your attention, your focus back to your heart center. Keep going. And now bring your hands together at your heart center and your attention to your third eye. Give yourself this time of presence. Bring your attention, rein your mind in. Stay very focused. Doesn't matter if your mind keeps wandering, you just keep bringing it back. Now hands back down to your knees, Gyan Mudra, and your focus at your navel point. Arms out to the sides now, palms facing up, and attention to your heart center. And hands to your heart center. Attention, awareness to the center of your forehead. Third eye. Stay very focused. Keep bringing your attention back. You're building, enlivening this energy. You don't want it to get dissipated. Attention focused at the center of your forehead, your third eye. And now hands down, last round. Gyan Mudra and your focus attention at the navel point. Arms out to the side, palms facing up. Your focus, your attention at the navel, at the heart center. And last time doing this one. Tension at the heart center. And now, hands in prayer. Attention to the third eye. And now last little bit, hands back in Gyan Mudra and attention to your navel point. Stay very present. Last little bit. Keep that pranic energy focused. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. So stay embodied in your body. Okay, we're going to take a deep inhale and pause, hold the breath for 60 seconds or as long as you can. Pause, hold, lift the pelvic floor, relax your shoulders. Left. And exhale. And sit very still. Drop in. Sense into your inner being. These practices cultivating our relationship with our deeper self. Stay very present. Feel into your experience. This time to stabilize and be present is also very important. Notice the effect on you in this moment. Allow your physiology to memorize this. What is a really nice thing to do now is to lie down and just let your body integrate a little bit more, absorb, stabilize, coming into a state of coherence. And we're in a constant state of change. And so we never find a state of coherence, of stability, and then stay there, because that also becomes stagnant. And so we are in a constant state of change, of flux. And so our task is to become very skillful about creating balance. If we have a heavy tamasic energy, that we stimulate and come out of that stagnation, become enlivened. If our energy is dissipated, anxious, fragmented, that we slow down, we come also into a state of balance, more grounding. And by becoming coherent like this, we can become more skillful about noticing how we are and cultivating balance and being okay with whatever way we are. Not trying to run away from it, suppress it, ignore it. Thank you so much for your practice today. I hope this practice serves you like it has certainly served me and so many others. Satnam.